hate that. I hate like, oh my gosh, now I have to be like, did you start? Dang it. Okay. Welcome, Team Inspire. I mean, no. Oh, no, record. Team Empower. Dang it. We're just here. Okay. Yay, go Team Empower. We rock. So today we are going to talk about something that we're still trying to figure out, and that is the concept of a tribe. So Lacey and I have been studying what tribes are, and we really been wanting to make sure we create a tribe-like environment for our team, because we don't want our team page just to be a resource. We want our team page and our team to really be an environment. We want everyone to feel like they're a part of something. So I've been reading this book called Tribes. I haven't finished it yet, but what a tribe is a tribe is connected to a leader, a tribe is connected to an idea, and a tribe is connected to one another. So Lacey and I, we're hoping that everybody feels connected to us. We try to be active on the team page. We try to make sure that we're having one-on-ones with you, phone call and messaging you. And so we're hoping you guys already feel that connection with us. Excuse me. But we want to make sure that you also feel a connection to an idea and a connection to each other, because it's not just about communication with us, it's communication between member to member, not just member to leader, if that makes sense. So something that a tribe is not about stuff. So we don't want our tribe to be about rank or success club or advancement or paychecks or I don't know, all of that stuff, even though that's important for our businesses, that we do need to focus on that. We do need trainings on that, but we don't want that to be what our tribe is about, because tribe isn't about stuff. It's about connection. So once again, we want you to feel connected to us. We want you to feel connected to each other. We want you to feel connected to an idea. So Lacey and I, as we're talking, so we're trying to figure out what is our goal for our team, for our tribe. Like, what's our overall mission for our team? So what we came up with is, for Team Empower, our mission statement is to develop leaders that can inspire, uplift, and empower others to be the best versions of themselves. Okay? So we want you to be able to develop leaders. We want to develop you, but what our goal is to have you all be in the position where you can then develop leaders to be the best versions of themselves. So again, we're not focused on rank, we're not focused on paychecks, success club, anything like that, even though it's important, like we cover all the time. But we want you guys to feel like you're a part of something bigger, because I don't know about you, but I'm assuming most of you joined and signed up to be a coach for the same reason I did, which is to really be a part of something that's bigger than yourself. You signed up to be a coach because you want to make a difference in someone's life, and it's so easy in this business to be doing A, B, and C, the three vitals, and forget the reason why you're here. So we want to make sure our tribe, our team, is very reflective of our mission and not just the stuff part of it. Lacey, do you want to tell that story about Dad?
Yeah. As we were talking about tribes and about the vision for our team, there's this experience that kept coming back to me, and it was right after our dad was diagnosed with cancer. We decided that we wanted to try and put together a fundraiser for them, because my dad had been laid off. He didn't have a job. They didn't have insurance. We knew there would be big medical bills coming to them, and so we wanted to try and put together some sort of benefit for them for their medical bills. So we called up a few people that live by them, some neighbors and people from church. Yes. Yeah, in the laundry basket. Go.
I can't find it.
Okay, it's gonna then have Dad help you. Go.
Dad's upstairs.
Okay, sorry. Mom time out there for a minute. Okay, so we called them up, kind of told them what we wanted to do, because we needed some hands and feet in Ohio, because there was only so much that we could do from where we were living at the time. So fast forward a couple months, Allie, actually probably wasn't a couple months, just a few weeks, right? Because they weren't there for very long, right, Al?
Because he was diagnosed in April, and we were out there in May. So
so a few weeks. So we fly out to Ohio, and as we are in the community, there's flyers all over the place about this benefit, and people are talking about it, and it's like the buzz of their town. And so
just like to preface, we were like wanting to put together a fundraiser, but we were thinking like a spaghetti dinner with like 30 people there. Like that's how big, we weren't thinking as big as it turned out. We just were thinking, something.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much just to show them that they were loved is what our focus was. So the day of the fundraiser comes, or the benefit comes, and their entire block was blocked off. There was live music. There was hundreds of people. Everyone had T-shirts that were made for the benefit. There was all sorts of things being auctioned. There was a sweet shop. There was stuff for the kids. I mean, it was like a scene out of the movies. Like have you ever seen The Sandlot? And on the 4th of July, how they have like the big barbecue? That is what was happening on this day. And it was so exciting. And so I remember walking upstairs, and this was all taking place in the front of my parents' home. And I walked upstairs, and my dad was sitting in his office looking out the windows to where everybody was in the streets. And I opened the door, and I was like, Dad, do you see this? And I walked up around him and put my hand on his shoulder, and he looked up at me and had tears streaming down his cheeks. And he said, Lacey, sometimes things are just bigger than you are. And that was the moment that I realized how big of a deal this was, that this wasn't just one person. There wasn't just one person that was doing this. It was everybody together. But that one person mattered. That one person who made a dozen cookies mattered and made a difference that night. That person that auctioned off ties and footballs and tickets mattered and made a difference that night. That person that just showed up and gave my dad a hug mattered and made a difference that night. And so really that's the idea that we want to hold on to, is that we are part of something that's bigger than us, but that one person matters and makes a difference. It's an entire team effort. And I think that that's kind of really the big, amazing thing about Summit, is that you get a small glimpse of the enormity of the difference that we're making, because everybody's there. Everyone has the same goal, the same focus. We all do it differently, but we all have the same desire behind what we're doing. And we're able to all come together in the same purpose and the same goal, and feed off of each other's energy. And so that is our goal with our team, is to help us, each one of you, to realize, and then allow you to help your coaches realize and your challengers realize that you matter. The one person matters, but it's the entire team, it's the tribe together that makes the biggest difference as we work together. So, Els?
Yeah. Okay. So I love that story. And the end of that story isn't a part of this like call at all, but I just want to say it because it's so cool. So we were, again, thinking this was just going to be like a small, like spaghetti dinner, whatever type thing. And my parents at the time, Lacey had mentioned, my dad had been laid off. And when he was diagnosed, it was like, boom, you have stage 4 colon cancer. You have to have surgery like tomorrow because you're going to be obstructed, like chemotherapy, just really thrown into everything all of a sudden, super bad scenario, just really fast. So everything was already super emotional. And Lacey and I, again, were thinking this was going to be a very small type of benefit. We fly out there, it's huge. And my parents, again, at the time didn't have hardly any money because my dad had been laid off. And at the end of that night, when we counted the money that was raised, they had made $16,000. And that meant 2 years worth of deductibles for my parents. And so he had previously been laid off. They did not have the money for this. They did not have the money. And it is freaking expensive. Like even just the simplest of medications, as we were talking about it. Anyways, I get chills just thinking about it, and that was just because that one person who thought they couldn't make a difference came. They showed up and they made a huge difference for years to come for my parents. And anyways, I love that story so much. It shows so much to me that how one person really can make a huge difference in someone's life. Anyway, okay, going on with our call, we want you guys to know that we care about you, and we want your coaches, when you sign coaches and bring them into our team, we want you to feel comfortable bringing them into our team, and we want them to feel like they're part of something bigger than themselves. Lacey and I are confident that Team Empower, we are going to be a big team for Team Beachbody. And right now we are just setting the groundwork for what is to come. And but it's important for us that you guys know we don't want to be a big team so we can be on stage at Summit. Okay, we want to be a big team someday because we want to have a hand in other people's lives. People who don't think that they are worth it, people who think that they can't make a difference. We want to be able to show you and them, the people who will join our team, that they are somebody's, that they can make a difference. So we are going to build a big team. And you guys, Lacey and I, we are not the team. Lacey and I are not Team Empower. We are all Team Empower. And we want you to feel like that. We want coaches that are coming on to feel like that they're a part of something bigger. The question here that Lacey and I are struggling with is, how do we do that? How do we recreate a tribe environment where everyone feels like they are part of something bigger? Especially as we get bigger, it's hard for people, especially member to member, to get to know each other. So we're up for brainstorming. Lacey and I wrote down a few ideas that we've been trying to implement. But if you guys want to chime in anytime, that would be great.
Erin and I say tattoos.
Yes, let's do tattoos. Oh, the tattooed Mormon. We can just join Al Fox, which you guys don't know her, but that would be hilarious. Okay, so we thought about making sure our new coaches do videos to introduce themselves. We thought about doing spotlights. We thought about doing having each, like on Monday, someone does a video with a takeaway from personal development. Just something where we're able to see each other's faces and hear each other talk. Little games. Remember the either or game that we played that got like, you know, when we were like leggings or pants or whatever.
Right.
That was fun. And
the idea of whatever we're going to be doing via video is good because you get to see people's faces and know, like you learn about people without even like learning facts, right? Like you listen to them and you just feel like you know them more if you see their face and hear their voice. So
totally, I agree. Like
that's one of the things that Shannon said as she was putting together that coaching video for us, is she's like, I got to know everybody and their quirks and things about them just watching those little clips. And so, yeah, that's so true.
Yeah. So I think if maybe for sure we have our new coaches do a video intro, and then if we just had like every Monday or something, someone did a video, we could either assign a topic or I don't know. I don't even know. Like if we just do a personal development takeaway, something about you, I don't know, just something, some video. But yeah, so if you guys ever have, because it's really important to us that we don't want our page just to be a resource, even though that's great. We want that too, but we don't want it just to be that. We want everyone to feel connected to something a little bit bigger than themselves, because that's how we're going to make a difference. And so, we wanted to show the video. Has everyone on here seen it? Let's see. Hallie. Okay.
Hallie.
So let's play. Do you have Shannon's video, Lace?
Yep. Hold on. Let me share my screen.
So we had Shannon, she volunteered, like an awesome person, to make this video of our team. And we're hoping that eventually it can be, can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. We're hoping that eventually it can be a tool that we can use to actually recruit coaches, because I know Scotty Hobbs does that. And he's put together a similar video like this, and he uses it to recruit coaches as well. So, yeah.
Okay, here. I'll go ahead and play it.
Okay.
No. Hold on. That's not it. Hold on. Dang it. No. Stop.
Make it bigger, full screen.
Hold on. It's not the right one.
Once you get it.
Hold on.
Oh, we got to show the blooper one too.
Yes.
Yes, for sure.
Even though I didn't have any. It was funny.
It's all up and running. Hold on.
So also, another way that really helps with the whole tribe environment is people going to live events, because you really realize how much you love someone when you're like laughing your guts out, sleeping in the bed next to them. So I am like a firm believer in going to live events. And Lacey and I, obviously, we're going to Summit. We're going to try to go to this Team Inspire live event. We were considering it taking place of the Team Empower event, just because we think it would be easier as far as having someone else put it on, so we can really like zone in on our coaches and not be worried about logistics of all the stuff we're doing. But it's sounding like a lot of people can't make it.
Hold on. I'm out.
Okay.
You know, there's so many things that I love about coaching, but it's kind of hard to narrow it down to just one thing, because coaching has changed my life forever. I've met some of my very best friends. I get to be on a team that I am able to contribute and make a difference in people's lives. And I get to take a journey with women and help them see that they are capable and help them believe that they can do things that they never thought was possible. Coaching's pretty awesome.
There's a lag.
Never
Is there a lag for you?
as someone that would be here right now. I mean, care about fitness? I couldn't even run a quarter of a mile. Care about nutrition? Hello, I ate s'mores every single night. Did I build a business? No, that is not where I thought I would be. But you guys, it is amazing. And part of that amazingness is our awesome team.
I never thought it was possible to bring my husband home from his 3 jobs and be able to support our family from my Beachbody income. Beachbody's changed our family, our marriage, and our lives.
We're just a group of women who love our life, love our journey, and feel like we can make the world a better place for ourselves and our families.
Some of my greatest friends have come from this team. We have created this amazing group of women who want to inspire and empower others, all by sharing their own journeys, and all while making a difference for their families.
You guys, we're just like you. Everyday, normal women with days full of to-do lists, grocery shopping, carpool, work meetings and obligations, volunteer opportunities, runny nose, diaper duty. You know, the list can go on and on and on. We are everyday, normal women, just like you. We love our lives and all the chaos that's connected to it. We just want to extend our reach and make a difference in the world.
If you want to simply inspire, you can. If you want to build a business and bring in an income, you can. Whatever you want to make of this, you can do it. We're all here to help you. We're all here because we're a team.
And we're friends. And we believe in each other.
And we want to empower you to be your best self.
Wasn't that awesome?
Woo, I loved it. Mine was super laggy. Was your guys' laggy?
Oh, was it? Mine wasn't. Bummer. Okay, well, do we want to try and show this other one, or do you want to just give out the links?
Was anybody else's laggy? I can't hear anyone.
It wasn't that bad, but it was a little laggy.
Go get that. Go.
We can try the bloopers. It's so funny. I've watched it like a billion times.
Okay, I'll show it.
Maybe don't make it full screen.
Okay.
That's so awesome.
Okay, hold on.
My
Okay.
husband thinks we should just. Oh, sorry.
What were you going to say?
My husband, McKay, thinks we should just send that one to try to recruit people. He thinks that one's better. Or not better, but he thinks that it shows like how funny and awesome we are.
That's awesome. Well, and I just have to say too, like a serious shout out to Shannon. Like we could not have done that without her.
Totally.
So she was the mastermind behind putting all that together. And thank you to all of you guys who put together clips and sent them to her, because we couldn't have done that on our own for sure. So
like wrote the scripts and everything.
Totally.
And for people who don't know, that person who said she brought home her husband from working 3 jobs, that's our coach, Tiffany. So that's our upline, Tiffany Danzy from Team Inspire. So, yeah. So that's basically it. We have all this inspirational stuff about how we want to be a tribe, but we're still figuring it out. So hopefully you guys feel like you're a part of something. We hope you do. We do. We feel like we know all of you and we love you, and want to make sure you guys feel that too.
So I want to know where the term tribe came, like how did you guys come upon the tribe lingo? Because it's something I've been hearing around here a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, more with like non-Beachbody stuff, but I've got some other fitness friends who are calling themselves a tribe and using that hashtag. So
that's awesome. We're just reading a book called Tribe. That's about being a leader, how to be a good leader, and it's called Tribes, and talks about how tribes are different than just a group, and how if you want to be a good leader, you need to really create a tribe-like environment rather than just having a group or employees. You don't want to just have employees. You want to be a team. Does that make sense?
Right.
So yeah, that's where that came from.
I think the Les Mills people use that term.
Oh, really? I like them.
I do too.
I like their workouts.
I'm really bummed that they're not with Beachbody anymore.
I know.
Well, did you know that Joel and Jericho were the Les Mills people, and they came with us when their contract was up. So I like that. I've worked out with them on the cruise ship, and I really like them a lot. So I hear that there's a new program in the works with them. So hopefully we'll see what comes of it, but they're pretty awesome.
So since we have time, let's just briefly talk to all of you. Let's get a feel for where everyone feels like they are in their business, how things are going just at home. Let's just talk about that for a minute. So I'll start so you know what I'm talking about. Hi, I'm Allie, and I just love our team so much. We're so awesome. I totally feel like we're a part of a tribe. Everyone should do. So I'm feeling excited about my yearly goals. I had a goal to sign 12 coaches this year, and I'm already to 8, so I feel excited about that. I'm feeling excited about the direction of our team, and I'm really wanting, even though rank and everything, that's not important, I'm wanting to still be Diamond by Summit. If I'm not, that's cool, but I'm shooting for that. I'm feeling like Lacey and I are on the same page, my success partner over there. She's pretty awesome and keeps me in line. She's so much more organized than you guys. It's let's see, my family, McKay and my husband's had a week off, so it's been really nice to kind of I don't know, re-date him, I guess. I feel like we've just been together all day, and it's just, we've had so much fun. We'll be out in the garden or laying sod, and he'll come slap my butt. I'm like, oh, that's fun. I missed that. It's awesome. So anyways, that's too much information. I don't know. I don't really have a filter sometimes. So my kids are good. Nora's sleeping through the night, which is like so amazing. And yeah, so that's what's going on here. Okay, next person. Hallie, you're on my screen next.
Good. So I've got 4 people signed up for next challenge group, which is going to start Sunday. So that's a big deal for me, considering I had one the first month and 2 the second month. So I'm like, okay, my 3rd month, I'm just going to keep doubling.
Yes, that's awesome.
My goal would obviously be Emerald by Summit, because that would be my next step. But I'm really not like stressing about it. I kind of have in my mind how I want to approach coaching, and I've actually written up like a little script of a post and sent it to Shannon earlier. You know, and just kind of explaining it and hoping to start putting that in like towards the end of each challenge group, like that last week, kind of throwing that post out there, just like, hey, here's what coaching is, here's what we do. That way I can kind of ease into maybe private messaging people and be like, hey, did you check out that post? Do you have any questions? Would you be interested? For me, that's a more natural thing. Family's good. I'm going to be back in Indiana 2 separate weeks in May, so it's going to be chaos. Here for a week, Indiana for a week, here for a week, and back again. So I'll be traveling a lot with the kids, but it'll be good. Yeah, kids are crazy as usual. So, yeah, that's about it for me.
Will you post your posts in Team Empower, like the coaching posts that you're going to do?
Yeah, definitely.
That would be awesome. I'll look at them, use them.
Well, I don't know if you guys know this too, that Hallie and Shannon are working on putting together a brochure that's about challenge groups. So they can send it to people that ask about, you know, what they're about and how it all works and everything. So they're, once again, working their like amazing magic and are creating this new brochure. I'm so excited to see it. Shannon's told me a little bit about it. And
it's looked good so far.
Is it going to be branded to you guys or to Team Empower?
Branded to us, but I think it actually has Team Empower on the front, and then just specifically like our pictures in it and our story, our before and after pictures. So that's fun too.
Cool.
But it was just kind of one of those things that we had talked about. Like, I feel like I just word vomit when people ask me about it, and I'm like, yes, and I get really excited and I give too much information, or I try and not give enough. So I had like this kind of script that I was going off of and copying and pasting it when people would ask, and, you know, just tailoring it to them. But, you know, when I was talking about it, I said, I wish there was just something that we had that could be like, okay, this is it. And not just, you know, that PDF of 4 things that challenge groups are. So it's just kind of tailored to our specific story so that they can see why we're doing what we're doing and what to expect from us.
That's awesome.
Totally. So cool. Love it. Okay, Erin, you're up next, babe.
Hello.
First, how's your daughter? How are you?
She is, she's fine right now. Thankfully, she doesn't feel symptoms of anything, so that we know of. Now, every time she, you know, looks at me funny, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is something. But she's feeling fine. I think she seems a little bit less nervous about it, but I think she'll be fine until the doctors ask her to, you know, get into the gown or do anything. So that it's Wednesday, and I'm getting a little bit crazier each day. The days just go quickly, and my folks are coming this weekend. My in-laws are coming, which is super stressful for me. So even though it's not supposed to be. So trying to manage the logistics of just like where everyone is. They want to bring the boys down to the hospital and stay in Madison, and I don't think that's a good idea. Though I will want to see them, and Kate will want to see them. I don't know how to handle all of that. So yeah, it'll get a little bit worse here, and then as soon as we know how the surgery goes, you know, I'll know if it'll be great and we're gonna have no complications, and we'll just recover and it'll be better, or not. So, she has her big dance recital on Saturday, so we're kind of focused on that right now, and then we'll tackle next week. That's what's
going on here. I mean, on top of like end of school and, you know, tons of activities. And yeah, Dave, my husband's on like a ton of boards. He's on like boards of everything all over. So he's quite busy and gone a lot for that kind of stuff too. So, yeah. Beachbody wise, I have someone who's starting to say, hey, tell me more about coaching. And I'm really feeling that need and that desire to talk to more people about it. And I need to, and I've signed one, like I signed my husband, but I've signed one other, and she's moving slowly, but I need to work on signing coaches and how to bring them through. And, you know, I'm really anxious to get her into our page, like, because I think it's fun there. I think you can see everyone else's story and you can see that we're different but doing something together. But she needs to get through all of her training, which I think she's almost through that. So I'm anxious to get her in there, but then I didn't know if that would be too soon. So that's what I'm trying to navigate, and I'm anxious to sign more, but I want to be confident in how I'm doing it too. So that's where I need to improve, probably.
That's awesome.
So when should we add people to the group? Because isn't there a part of the video where you have to like post a video about your why or whatever?
Yeah. So at first I was having people do their training before I added them. And then this last time, Ashley, who just signed, said, like, are you going to add me to the group so I can post my video? And I was like, oh, yeah. You did say that, right? Because all my other coaches have just posted in the grad group thinking that that's where it should be posted. So I just added her to the group after her first training. So, I mean, and you can do whatever you're comfortable with. If you want to add them right after they sign, I don't really think it's a deterrent to add them early.
I think it's an opportunity for them to learn quicker than you're able to dish them the info.
Yeah, I agree.
I think so. And I think in a way, like we seem to have had, I almost think about it as like classes that come through. Like I feel like there was groups of us that kind of came in at the same time. And I don't know if you guys were adding, you know, in that way, or if it was just like that's how it happened. But it's helpful, I think, when you're like, oh, you just like you feel extra camaraderie with someone who's in the same place that you are. Mm-hmm. And so I was telling one of the gals I was talking to, like, well, I think Stacy did you sign Melissa? So I was just like, she just signed someone. You guys would be kind of like right there. And, but it's hard for us all to know where we're all at with our coaches. But, so yeah, if they could come in and introduce themselves and say, I think people could see, oh, there's another new one. And, you know, not everyone here knows everything and is ahead of me. Like there's that feeling when you get added to a group. And
well, I'm ready to add Melissa when you're ready to.
Okay.
Teresa.
Okay. Perfect.
I think something else that will help with that is once we get Coach Basics started. So if we do like every first Monday of the month, we start a Coach Basics, then everyone who's in that group will know, oh, we're all new. Like we're all going through this together. We're all new, which will be more helpful when we're all adding more coaches together, you know, so we have somewhat of like, you know, more than like one or two person per people in the group. But I think that will help as far as people knowing, okay, like what class am I in, to use Erin's words, which you're totally right. So.
Well, and something that Allie and I were wanting to do once we get Coach Basics launched is that for our first go around of the program, or what would be the right word for it, the group, I guess, is we're going to post it in Team Empower and have everybody go through it. So you know what's in it and what's expected of them, because that's one thing we never went through our coaches team or Coach Basics. And so when we sent it to you guys, we had no clue what it was in it, what was what you were supposed to be doing. We were just like, oh, our coach sent it to us. Okay, we here. So that's going to be our goal, is to have everyone experience it every day. So we'll just post it post by post in Team Empower, so you can get a feel for what's happening and what's being asked of your coaches. We tried to decide if we should do it before this push to Emerald group or after, and I think we've decided now to do it just after this 30 days that our push to Emerald group is done, and then we'll start posting them in Team Empower.
So I have a question for you guys about that. Sorry, did I just cut someone off? Was someone going to talk?
Nope.
Okay. So in our Rock Your Business group, we're basically using the Advanced Coach Basics guide for that. In the beginning, we were thinking, okay, we're gonna have a video every day for Coach Basics, like a short 2 to 3 minute video, which we have all the content in this guide already. And in the Rock Your Business group or Push to Emerald, whatever it is we're in, we've just been posting the comments. Do you guys read not comments? We're posting the content. Do you guys read that content we post every day, or would you rather it be in video form? Or is that annoying to have it in video form because you're not always somewhere you can watch a video? Like, what's your take on that so far?
For me, it's easier to read just because I typically have kids running around screaming and I can't hear things as easily. So if I can just like pull it up and read it and then watch the video, if there's a video attached, or go through the PDFs or whatever, like later on at night, because that's typically what I've been doing is once they're in bed, then this is the time I'll sit down and like go back and watch the videos or try and, add additional comments to people's stuff through the group. So.
Okay. I think that will make it way easier for us too, just not making videos for every single day. So I think that's what we'll do. And then we can actually add more content, like with the links, if there's an additional video or PDF or whatever, it'll be easier just to add that in there. So the information in this Push to Emerald group is all more just basically more detailed information than what is offered in the Coach Basics group. So Coach Basics obviously is much more basic, but whereas the Emerald group is more focused on advancing rank and how you get paid and all of that stuff. So we think it'll be good for newer coaches to go through and for all of us to go through together. Okay, that was a huge tangent. Let's see who's next on my screen. Rachel, you're next.
Hello. I am the world's most inconsistent coach ever.
You are not.
I get like on fire and do really good for a few days, and then I gradually suck. So that's my goal right now, just to be consistent with the goals that were set in that Rock Your Business group. So that's what I'm really focusing on right now. With my business, I want to reach Emerald, but to reach Emerald, I need challengers. So I have to do that. I have to do challengers. My personal life, school's almost out and I'm so happy. I have 16 more work days. So I'm so happy.
Hey, Rachel, are you happy?
So I have a huge countdown on my board in my classroom. And I hope my kids don't think I don't love them, but man, I don't know. I think that's, what else do you want me to talk about?
How's your family? How's Virginia? How's everything?
Virginia is good. She is going through a phase of tantruming. She doesn't want to do anything I ask her to do. So that's fun, but she's good. She had a really hard transition when my mother-in-law left. She was here for like 5 months and she was the daycare, and Virginia kind of ruled the house while grandma was here. So it's been hard transitioning back to mom being in charge and not her. But she's adorable and fun, so it's okay. And yeah, I think I go to my fertility specialist on June 1st. That's a big deal.
Okay,
We finally decided to go from our OB to the fertility specialist, so I'm terrified and excited all at once.
It's on the 1st.
Yes.
Have you been to the specialist before?
No, I haven't. We've just been going to my normal OB, and I just feel like he just wants me to keep popping pills, and I'm like, I want to know more what's going on instead of just pumping my body with hormones. So I have enough of those in me. So yeah, June 1st, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Probably we'll do IUI, where it's like, I call it the turkey baster method. Where it's like they'll pump me full of hormones, and then when I ovulate, they'll just shoot my hubby stuff up there, and hopefully some babies will happen. And that's a cheaper method, so hopefully that happens. That's $1,000, and IVF is way, way, way more expensive. So we're hoping that that works. So I'm trying to get my body super healthy and ready for that.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I'm thinking about you. I think about you like every day. I'm praying for you and hope everything's okay, goes well.
Thank you.
You too, Erin. I didn't say that when you opened it, but you
Thank
too.
you. Thanks.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna cut off my coach, buddy. I posted into the group about like, what I'm going through and asked for prayers, and I was, I need to do that on my normal page too, because soon we'll be posting hospital shots and people are going to be like, what the heck? So I need to do that, but I like avoiding it, I guess. But I did that and I felt good, but then I felt like, should I be like, is that a place where we should kind of emotionally dump sometimes? I didn't know. And I know some people, just talking a whole lot about praying. There's people who don't pray, and like, I just didn't. Do you think that was okay? I certainly think about you guys, and you guys are a source of strength for me, but I just didn't know if, I knew you're going to tell me yes, it was fine to do that, but how much of a place does that become? Or like, if we keep posting in there, I do feel like it gets really deep. So to wade through it at the end of a day, I wish there was like columns and you could be like, here's from your coaches, like assignments or things. And then like, here's just us being silly. And then like over here is something else, so that we could, so that I don't cover up something more important with just like me talking about something personal.
There's a search bar in the group.
I've started using that now. I always forget that. I do though.
No, I mean, I'm not the owner of the group, but I really feel like your personal events belong there, especially when you're going through struggles. So
it plays into the tribe thing, right? Because then you know more about someone.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that, Team Empower is like, it's like a sisterhood, it's a new, another home, another support system. And so I think that, we're people outside of just being a coach, there's so many facets to ourselves or to us as individuals. And we always encourage you to share all aspects of yourself on your own profile page. And we would hope that you would still also share that within our team, and that's something actually I've been thinking about today, about how cool it is that we all have such different, not only personalities, but like religious beliefs and, family dynamics and all of these differences, but yet our hearts are all the same, and we can learn from each other. Like I've had a couple of coaches tell me that their kids are having their first communion this Saturday. And I don't know anything about that. So I'm like, oh, tell me about it. That's so cool. We were just talking about different religious things that I didn't know about and they didn't know about. And it's all, our group is founded on the fact that we all love each other, and so those differences don't matter. They're not so black and white anymore. It's just, we're just individuals. And so I think the more that you can share about yourself, I think the better. For sure. So.
I agree 10,000%, so much. I can't tell you guys how much you all mean to me. And I know it just sounds so old, you guys hear it all the time, but you guys are like my friends. You guys are my friends. So, and I was thinking about all the stupid stuff. I was telling my husband, I'm like, I don't know how many times I've texted Stacy, or in the middle of texting that I'll be like, oh my gosh, my boobs hurt so bad. And she'll be like, thanks, that helps me through my day. Or on our last week, I was talking about how my birthday month, because I celebrate birthday month, I get back rubs with no strings attached. And I ended up saying this quote that I'm going to say again because it's hilarious. But I heard this quote that someone said, you know what they say, a back rub in the front room leads to a front rub in the back room. And after I said that, I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I just said that in this group. But then I'm like, yeah, I can. They're like my friends. Like, it's totally cool. So I you guys would be some of the first people I would tell like my struggles with, because you really are a source of strength for me, and you guys are just my friends. So I love so much, Erin, that you put that out there. And I don't think, like what Lacey said, it doesn't matter what our faiths are or our different backgrounds are. Like, love is universal. I feel like we all truly care and love one another, and we're there just to support and lift each other. So totally bring on all the craziness, for sure, and weird and inappropriate stuff. Why is it always me? Someone else say something inappropriate, because seriously. Okay.
We do talk about boobs a lot.
We totally do. My sister sent me a text of her sweaty boobs. Okay, not the entire thing. Okay, she was like covered up, and she's like, "See,
I was in a sports bra and
in a sports bra,
anything."
But it was like just her chest, like you couldn't see her face, and she was like, "See, look at my like sweaty, deflated skin boobs." And my husband was the one that saw the text when it came in. Like, oh my gosh, it was so funny. I could not stop laughing. Oh man. Okay, it wouldn't be a call unless we talked about boobs for just a minute. Okay, Stacy, we're on you.
Yeah, I hear you. Type of stuff. I'm busy writing a couple messages, but I'm very busy. I work. My work has been very busy recently. We're just this team I'm working with. We're just about to go to Vegas next week for a week-long conference, which will be fun in the evenings, but it's going to be a lot of work during the day. So just trying to plan ahead for that, like prepare what I need to know and need to learn, like open up my brain for it, because there's going to be a lot of information flooding in there. I'm worried about balancing my Beachbody stuff on there, because really the only time I'm going to have to work out is going to be like early morning. So I'm going to try to get out and like jog the strip a couple times. I think that's going to be the easiest option for me. But I'll probably also be able to do some on-demand workouts in the hotel, and hopefully still be able to get at least an early post in during the day and maybe one at lunch. But we'll see. Anyway, I'm super excited about going. I just trying to like think ahead, which is what I naturally want to do. I get a little flustered thinking about the unknowns and leaving my kids and my family behind for a week.
Mm-hmm.
Family is good. So we have like 12 camping trips planned from now until the end of camping season. So we're leaving tomorrow at noon for the weekend. We basically are going every other weekend until like November. So it's something we just have gotten used to doing. It's kind of down to a science. All we have to do is hook up the trailer and go tomorrow. So we're really excited about that.
Awesome.
Yeah. Beachbody business is okay. I would say that the past couple weeks have been just like the slowest couple weeks for me, and I kind of took Erin's observation and trusted it, because I think that that's probably right. Like just graduation and ramping up for people to be off work or off school. I'm actually starting to see some activity pick up, so we'll see. I'm not. Allie like laughs at me and tells me not to be worried, so I'm just. We have our group starting up in the next couple weeks, and I know Erin's going to be really tied up. So while I'm in Vegas and she's dealing with her recovering daughter, there might be a little bit of a decline in our activity in our groups. I think that it might be smart for us to warn them about that, like our group at least.
Yeah.
And maybe even ask like Katie to like, you know how Sam Mutter Kastner, is that her name? She kind of, I remember she held you guys up when you guys went to the summit last year. So maybe Katie can do that for us.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'll be there, but not as much as usual. So that makes me feel better about that, actually. But that's it. I'm really hoping I can get, not that I would even go. I was going to ask you guys. I really hope I can sustain my SC10 because I just realized when I saw the incentive to go to the Summit Success Club party or whatever, the 80s themed party about the SC10, but I didn't realize until that I've had SC10 since January.
Yeah.
I do.
But I don't even know if I'd go to that party, so I'm not really worried about it. It's more of like an internal like threshold that I want to reach. Oh, and the other thing I learned today, and this will be the last thing, is I talked to Allie about what Ruby looked like. So I'm in this Rock Your Business advanced rank, and I really didn't want to be in it because I'm like, there's no way I'm going to get to diamond. But then I saw what Ruby looked like, and I realized how close I was. So I'm going to be pushing for that, and hopefully I can get to it before Summit. All I need is another coach on one leg, and then one of those coaches to go emerald, and I'm there. So
That's so awesome. You're so close.
I know. That's it.
I like these calls. I like when we just like.
I do too. I do too. Because you realize it's 10:05 and we're like,
Yeah.
we're all just kind of like, I don't know about you, but I could just continue to talk.
I totally agree. It's nice. It's nice when it's a little bit smaller too, so we actually can talk to everybody.
How are you feeling, Rachel?
Me?
Yeah, I know you had the flu, right?
Oh, I'm feeling a million times better than I was earlier
Good.
this week. Monday and Tuesday, I stayed home from work, which I don't do very often. So coming back to work on Wednesday was kind of insane because my kids were out of routine and it was just crazy. But I'm feeling way better. Thank you. It was those who got me sick, dang it.
All I had was a cold. My doctor basically told me to expect to get bronchitis every time I get a cold now.
Oh my gosh.
What kind of crap is that? He's like, if you have a cold for more than 2 days, you need to call me. Because he's right, like the third day is when I go downhill and like it becomes a problem. And it usually always is like the weekend when that happens. So I suffer even longer. I just don't understand it. He couldn't give me a better explanation. Apparently it's not a big deal, but
That sucks.
whatever.
Hallie, are you doing PIO and 22-minute hardcore every day?
Yes.
Wow. That's impressive.
It's kind of nice because neither obviously are very long. 22-minute, I don't know if you've tried it, but most of the days are actually 33 minutes is the cardio and the core. But I mean, between the two, it ends up being right about an hour, give or take, depending on which exercise you're doing with PIO. So it's not too bad. I'll do one early morning, one nap time.
That's impressive. That drives me. I can barely squeeze my one in, and we kind of have similar lives, I think. So,
You got 2 workouts in today.
I've been trying to do a workout and then like get my butt outside, get the fresh air. So yeah, and I'm running a little bit more. And Dave got me some new. Allie, what knee brace do you use?
Mine's just like this,
like a compression
tight. It's not like it. Yeah, it's like yes, it's exactly what it is, compression, and it's awesome. I really liked it.
I kind of broke the one I had from the doctor, and I've been there. My knees are okay, so I'm trying to run a little bit. I want to run like my partner. Well, in the 5K.
I haven't run all week, and it bugs me. I'm just about ready. I might actually jump on the treadmill at 5 a.m. tomorrow. We'll see.
You're crazy. Okay, guys. Well, I need to go put my baby to bed, and my kids have run in a few times. So anyways, it was good talking to everyone.
Yep.
Go Tribe Empower.
Tribe.
Just kidding.
Hashtag tribe.
Yes. Hashtag tribe. Stop.
All right, guys, you're awesome.
Bye-bye.